Radio check, radio check. Hello, hello, hello. Can you guys hear me? Hey, how are you? It's been a while, hasn't it? Okay, so hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. It's been a month. Well, it's been over a month because we haven't been in this channel for like an extra 2 weeks or something. So it's been a while. How are you? Welcome back to the Racing Statistics YouTube channel. I am Ryan, same as always, and I will be your commentator for the sprint race and the full regular race tomorrow as well. What a weird weekend structure it's been. I just realized I don't have any water. It's been a while since we have done this. Okay, so I'm gonna have to stop and get some water in a second, but first let's get the intro out of the way, let's say. Hi, so we're racing in Baku for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. We've seen, let's talk about first the regular qualifying. The qualifying for today, the sprint qualifying. It's been the first time we ever have had a sprint qualifying. It's been a whole new setup, a whole new different strategy and rules and stuff. You guys probably already know what the hell happened. So I'm not gonna bore you with the details, but let's just say that it's a nice format. I actually prefer it to the old one. As I always said, the previous one felt like just a 3-hour long race with a red flag in the middle. What I've said since the beginning, but this one actually feels like a different thing. Yesterday I saw the regular qualifying in university, and yeah, but the field, I mean, Ferraris are looking really quick for the first time in the whole season. They are looking like contenders for wins. They've always done great here in Baku, Ferraris, and this year's just no exception. We've never had a repeat winner here, so we may just have a new one here today as well. Glad to have you back and more races. Thank you, Karen. Glad to have you back too. Charles is winning today. Verstappen will win tomorrow, says AP Guitar. There's a change in the chat. The names are different colors now. That's good. That's better. It's easier for me to call your guys' names and stuff. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, your cam came again. Okay, good. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while since we have done this. But yeah, we have to talk about the Alpines. I mean, that second Alpine is cursed. I think that's just the fact. That second Alpine is cursed. Last year, this year, Pierre Gasly hasn't been able to finish a session all weekend long. And they said they were hoping to fight second place for second place with the upgrades that they brought this weekend. So that's a bit of a hit and miss, a bit of a swing and miss, not a hit and miss. They didn't hit anything. The only thing they've hit is the wall. But yeah, it's been weird. It's been weird to see the Ferraris back up in top, but on another like different way. It's completely like, it didn't shock us, you know, because we're used to seeing them up there. The thing that shocks us every weekend is when they are not. But yeah, what DRS issues did they have? Aston Martin were having DRS issues. The DRS was just not opening. This is not an isolated incident. It's been happening yesterday as well, and it's happened previously as well before in the season. Is the stream frozen? Yeah, no, okay, it's not frozen. Good. So yeah, it's been a problem that they've had through the season, and it's something that they have to fix ASAP. This is a circuit where you need DRS, and on qualifying. It's one of the most DRS intensive sessions of the whole year, and the fact that they just didn't have their actual starting position, so I think they actually have the pace to be much faster. But Williams have been the fastest car of the midfield this weekend so far. It really is a surprise. But the thing with Williams is, okay, can they actually get it to results at the end of the day? Unfortunately, that will not be the case, at least for today, for one side of the garage, as we have seen that, if you guys haven't heard, Logan Sargent has been withdrawn from the sprint race. The damage that he took on the sprint qualifying, where he took out his rear, like the whole rear, right rear side of the car, when he crashed against the wall, is just too extensive of damage to repair in, what was it, 2 hours, 3 hours that we've had since the sprint up until now. And yeah, he has unfortunately been withdrawn. But it's, I mean, as much as it hurts to say that and to hear that, it's not actually that big of a loss, because they only give out points for the top 8 on this format on sprint race. And yeah, the top 8 are pretty much, unless something happens at the top, it's the top 4 teams. So yeah, but it would have been great to see him there, of course. Yuki Tsunoda had such an amazing qualifying session. It was insane. Where is he gonna be starting? Hold on. Or are we talking about qualifying yesterday? I think today he didn't have. I'm mixing up the qualifyings. This is not good. Yeah, yesterday he had an amazing qualifying session for the race. Today he was on an improving lap, on a much better lap from the looks of what of the times that he was putting. But the red flag from Logan Sargent Williams came in at the last second, and as he was on the straight, the red flag came and he just could not complete the lap. And that was very unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. Do you think it's a driver mistake? What do I think is a driver mistake? Steiner Rocket? Are you talking about Logan Sargent? If that's the question, I think it was, but it was influenced by the Ferraris, because it's a very tight circuit, and Carlos, as much as he took the inside line as much as he could to leave a space for Logan, Sargent had to take part of that line, so he had to go wide, and then there was like the dirty air from the other Ferrari in front just did not help, and I think that was the culprit, let's say, of what actually happened there. But yes. So, give me 1 second. I'm just gonna go get water. 1 second, and I will be right back. And then I will read the chat and talk with you guys about anything that you have going on, and any questions that you have. Just 1 second. Okay, I'm back. That was quick. Yeah, I just had to fill up the bottle with tap water, and now I'm back. I miss Go Tiffy. I miss Go Tiffy too. Undercover Bob. I miss Go Tiffy too. I was. Oh, we actually have his legacy on Latifi streams, the site to watch. Well, that's where I watch the WEC, because they don't show it anywhere else here. So That's the only way I have. But yeah, let's see Alonso Hamilton battle. Oh yeah, they are gonna start. They're gonna start really close, and I think the Astons, if they fix their problems, I think we'll have a great race with the Mercedes up in front, with even Carlos Sainz. I think they will get past Albon. It's just a matter of time. This is just a brand new format, pretty much, for this weekend. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. So, where have you been? What do you mean when it comes to the previous sessions? It's been weird because it wasn't supposed to be this way. Formula One changed the whole format this week during the week, so it's. I mean, we did the best we could to adjust everything on time, but yeah, in the end, I mean, the slot for FP2 was switched to the slot for sprint qualifying, and yeah, we just. I mean, we already had the people in place and the settings in place that you know, the people that were going to do that. The FP2, well, it was just fair for them to have the sprint qualifying instead. And yeah, so that's what they did. And now I'm going to be here for the 2 actual races. But yeah, for today, we just going to have the same sprint race as we've had before, but the field does not directly correlate to the field for tomorrow, so that's different. This is a 100-kilometer race, same as last year. No pit stops necessary, and yeah, that's pretty much it. It's nothing changed from last year when it comes to the actual sprint race today. Are you a fan of Max? I like him, but I like pretty much every driver on the grid, so it's not that I have any sort of bias when it comes to that. It's a shame Sargent had to withdraw to do his accident. Yes, Jose, it's a big shame. It's a big shame. Yeah, he got pole twice. The first time in F1 history in an F1 weekend that a driver got 2 poles. Yes, well, let's just go over the grid. So Ocon's gonna start from the pit lane. So both Alpines, big problems. Nick Debris P18. Pierre Gasly's going to be starting from P17 with more problems there for him. Debris crashed as well. Yuki Tsunoda's going to be starting in P16 with Valtteri Bottas in P15. Zhou Guanyu will be starting in 14th place for today's race, with Kevin Magnussen ahead in 13th place. Nico Hülkenberg on the other half in 12th for today, with Oscar Piastri on the second, McLaren in P11, P10 for his teammate Lando Norris in P10, Lance Stroll in 9th place. Fernando Alonso will be starting in 8th, with Alex Albon up in front in 7th place for the Williams. Then we're gonna have the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton in 6th, with Carlos Sainz's Ferrari in 5th place. 4th for George Russell. Max Verstappen on the second row, 3rd place for him, with Checo Perez up in front in 2nd, and Charles Leclerc in 1st place. Those two who are going to be starting in the front row are the 2 fastest drivers, I believe, in the history of Baku. They are always there. They're always in it to win it, and well, at least to get a podium when Checo was in Racing Point. But I think this is going to be a very interesting sprint race. At least the results of this race do not decide the starting places for tomorrow, so people can actually push, which is something that they couldn't do last year. So that's going to be interesting. That's definitely going to be interesting. Yeah, that's a welcome change. It is indeed. Through goes Hamilton, says Elijah. Yeah, through goes Hamilton, and this one's going to be complicated. The cars in front are really fast. I think Hamilton's going to have to watch his rear a little bit for this race. He's going to have to do a defending drive, I think. But yeah. iSports is using your stream, I think. Okay, so if you're watching this and it's not on the Racing Statistics YouTube channel, just close the tab, close the stream. That's illegal. That's stealing. I don't think I have to explain what stealing is, but the people who are doing this should not. And if you're listening to my commentary on anywhere other than the Racing Statistics YouTube channel, feel free to come here, come on board, message us on the chat, and we will be able to talk with you actually in a way that is, that is respectful of our work. It's raw seek, says Jared Hepburn. It's raw seek indeed. It's a joke that still cracks me up, and it's something that I still say. So I fully back that one. I fully back that one. Where are you guys watching from? Yes, tell us where you guys are watching from, as we are now watching the formation lap as well, as cars are going to line up on the grid very, very shortly. So no mandatory pit stops, 17 laps for today, points for the top 8. We're gonna, a lot of people from Germany. Germany, Biget as the Nottingham, I assume that's in the US and the UK, sorry. Greetings from Belgium, Azerbaijan. Okay, so you're a native to the track there. Azerbaijan, Romania, Poland, Philippines, UK, India, Covington, England, India, Detroit, Michigan, USA, Australia, Germany, hell, that's a good one. South Africa, Bulgaria, Germany, Poland, India, Philippines, Japan. So people up in Japan, I think it's really late there. Germany, Tennessee, Deutschland, Holland, Portugal, Kentucky, USA, Cyprus, nice. Sri Lanka, Estonia, UK, Sweden, Kenya. There's a lot of people from everywhere around the world, and that always brings a smile to my face to know that you guys enjoy this from everywhere around the world, as I do as well. I also enjoy the sport from a country that just does not have Formula One. Bavaria, Ohio, France, Netherlands, Puerto Rico, Russia, Spain. It's going to be an interesting Spanish Grand Prix this year. You guys know what I'm talking about. 11:30 here in Australia. Oof, almost midnight. Damn. Croatia, Greece, Indonesia. Yeah, okay, so we are now seeing the end of the formation lap, as the drivers are almost coming to the grid now, or starting to come to the grid at least. That's Charles Leclerc going through past the pit entry. Yeah, the first F1 sprint of the season, of the year. Let's see if the Astons have the DRS problem fixed. Let's hope that it is. And yeah, we're starting to see the drivers line up. It's been so long, we've missed this so much, and I'm starting to get nervous like I always do. I just cannot help it. It's been how many years, and every time at the start of the Grand Prix, I get this weird feeling around my body of anxiety and nervousness. It's like, oh, I don't want it to start, but yes, I do want it to start, but no, I don't want it to start. German pay TV sucks. Yeah, I got a lot of people from Germany here. Well, let's hope that you actually enjoy this. I know I will. I always have a lot of fun with you guys here. So, last car lines up around the back end of the grid. It's a green flag at the back, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and we are racing. It's a good getaway from, that's Checo Perez, who slots in behind Charles Leclerc. It's gonna be tight into the first corner. That's Max Verstappen with, a little bit of touching with the wall there. Max Verstappen, I think that's no major damage from that. Is that Lewis? Oh, that's another touch between the Mercedes and the Red Bull. 2 consecutive touches between George Russell and Max Verstappen. That's the Ferrari of Carlos Sainz at the back of that Mercedes, trying to get past around the outside, around the inside. There's just not enough not enough space. Are they gonna touch again? Yes, they are. A little bit of contact once again between Max Verstappen and George Russell, as George Russell manages to actually get through this time, and in front of Max Verstappen radio, in front of the Mercedes, I was going to say. Yeah, a little bit of contact 3 times. Luckily, no big problems from that. And is Fernando Alonso in front of... Yes, both of the Aston Martins have gotten in front of the Williams. Oh no, I think that's just one of the Aston Martins. Just gonna have to go and check on that one. That's Ferrari, that's Mercedes, and then that's Aston Martin. Yeah, okay, so what I thought I was one of the first Aston Martins was actually the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton, who's in front of Fernando Alonso, in front of the Williams of Alex Albon, and right behind we have Lance Stroll as well, who with more DRS problems could not get a good lap in on qualifying. Yellow flag on the second sector, yellow flag on the second sector. That's a wheel in the middle of the track. That's big. Oh, that's an AlphaTauri. That's an AlphaTauri with a wheel. That's Yuki Tsunoda. Yuki Tsunoda, yellow flags on the first and second sector. Yeah, but Gasly, but Yuki can get into the pits. That luckily was on the last corner. So I think he will be able to get in, and Marshall can just take that wheel off, and that's going to be it. Will there be a safety car? I don't think it's necessary. If someone can get the tire out of the way quickly, with all the drivers still in the first sector, I think that will be fine. Tsunoda's onto the main straight now. I think he will be able to get in the pits, and that will be swift, and we can continue racing very shortly. We're still technically racing, just yellow flags on sectors 2 and 3. Leclerc's leading from Checo Perez with George Russell in P3, Max Verstappen in P4, who has reported, yeah, no one's gotten the tire out. So I think that's going to be a safety car. Yeah, that's a lot of Avery. I think that's going to be a safety car. Yeah, virtual safety car. Since everyone's pretty much contained in the same place, it's a good call to make a virtual safety car, since there's not people spread out all across the circuit. That's gonna impede the marshals from cleaning out the track. It's just going to be a swift job since everyone's concentrated in pretty much the same space. Yeah, there's some debris to clear from the track, and then they need to take the tire out. Let's see, virtual safety car. Yeah, the tire stopped in the middle of the track, like the literal middle of the track. They could have gotten it in the meantime, but yeah. So I was saying Verstappen is in P4. He has reported Russell. The team had reported George Russell. This is giving me Fernando Alonso flashbacks in 2018. Yuki Tsunoda coming into the pits there. He's going to change the tires, I think, and he's going to try and continue this race. He's one lap down. But yeah, I mean, I think he could get it back together. And yeah, he's in front of Carlos Sainz, Lewis Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, Alex Albon. Then it's Lando Norris, who stole a position away from Lance Stroll. We're going to have to see a replay of that. And it's Oscar Piastri in P11. Nico Hülkenberg is in 12th place, ahead of Kevin Magnussen. Let's see a replay of the start. Just as I said that, oh, it's a clean getaway from Charles Leclerc. It's a good getaway from Max Verstappen, who gets almost in front. Yeah, he was in front into turn 1 of George Russell. George made some contact in turn 1, in turn 2, and in turn 3. Ended up gaining the position. Yeah, contact again into turn 2 where Max Verstappen was in front. And then into turn 3, he gets past. Yeah, I think it's a problem, and I think he will get a 5-second penalty perhaps, or he will have to give that position back, but I do not see that as a racing incident if it happens 3 corners in a row, and that almost cost him the position with the Ferrari of Carlos Sainz as well. Max Verstappen was struggling to just keep that pace. Oh, yeah, I think Yuki's just gonna be... Yeah, Yuki's going really slow. He's got the steering crooked, and he's going straight. Yeah, oh, damn. Okay, so the car's like this across the track. Yeah, he's gonna retire. He's gonna retire the car. I don't know if this is going to continue to be a virtual safety car or a full-on safety car. Yeah, he's literally traveling like this, Yuki, across the track. It's really weird. You're gonna have to see this on Twitter later on, guys. I have never seen something like this. That looks comical. It really does. Russell ran out of talent. Yeah, he ran Verstappen out of room, that's for sure. Sorry, was like, can anyone tell me what happened? Yeah, a clean getaway from everyone up in front. Alonso gained the place. Stroll lost the place. Russell overtook. Yeah, full-on safety car has been deployed then. Full-on safety car has been deployed. Russell gained the position on Verstappen by running him out of the road 3 corners in a row, pretty much. That was a weird move that is going to have to be investigated. He's skating across the track, literally. Yes, I can imagine the memes. Yeah, the guys on the AlphaTauri pit garage are actually laughing. So yeah, it's funny. Alpine are preparing for a car to come in. Okay, Alpine are preparing for a car to come in. Alpine, I remember, were at the start of the weekend saying, "Oh yeah, if the upgrades work, we're going to be fighting for second place." And now they're just fighting to not be last. I think they have a bit of a big mouth, and they have to stop running it because it's just going to be to the detriment of the sponsors and the fans and the whole team. Yeah, floor damage for Verstappen after the contact with Russell. Yeah, some floor damage for Max Verstappen. She's just complained on the radio, how did we get that floor damage? And the engineer was like, well, how do you think? Yeah, that overtake was controversial, to say the least. As we are now still on board with Yuki Tsunoda, who's like this driving on a straight line. That's just weird, to say the least. And yeah, they have rear suspension damage. The rear of the car is the right rear tire. Instead of being the two of them pointing like this, they are like this. And yeah, I mean, Tsunoda will be investigated after the race for released in an unsafe condition. I'm just gonna look after the race at that, and let's see what they decide. Lap number is on the screen. Is it? I think it is. Yes, it is. Lap 3. You guys have more info than I do here. I just see safety car. 17 laps, guys, remember. 17 laps total. No, that's power steering. Yes, it is. Well, he's Tokyo drifting, so Nani Kansei Drifto. It's topical. It's Yuki Tsunoda, so it makes sense. Green flag. I don't know if green flag, but it's yellow flag. I think it's safety car coming in this lap, if that were to be the case. Nope. No safety car coming in this lap yet. Hamilton team radio. Yeah, Debris is gone. It's clear. Yeah, okay, so safety car's gonna be coming in this lap, and then we are going to continue racing. As Yuki Tsunoda is into the pits, and he's retiring from the sprint race. Can't wait to watch that one on the highlights. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. There's gonna be memes. I'm sure there's gonna be memes because it's the Japanese driver going sideways across the Formula 1 track. Guys, Alonso let Taylor Swift drive his car today. This is not okay. Just buy her flowers. Why let her drive his car today? He's done well. He's done a good start. It's just not overly. I mean, sorry, not overly nothing. He just didn't have the RS in qualifying. Safety car in this lap. Yes, as I said. Sorry, I was getting a lot of notifications. I forgot to remind people that I'm working today, because we haven't done that in like a month already. So yeah, I always forget it's not Sunday. Yeah, it's weird to get racing on Saturday, but I mean, we've had the sprint races. It was weird to get 2 qualifying sessions, that's for sure. I mean, I'm getting them mixed up. And yeah, tomorrow we're on the pre-race commentary about qualifying. I don't really know what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna have to rewatch the highlights. Oh, Leclerc had a cut in the engine. Okay. Well, let's see what happens there. I mean, he's on P1 right now. Okay, so Leclerc leading the pack for the restart, heating those tires, bunching that field up. He's going almost at the start-finish line now. The start-finish straight, sorry. Yeah, going really slow, really slow. Remember, people cannot overtake until everyone's crossed the start-finish line. Once you cross the start-finish line, you can overtake, but before then, it's illegal, and you will have to give that position back or get penalized. Okay, let's go. The first pit lane, the first safety car line has been crossed. And we are full racing again. Oh, damn, that's Russell extremely close to Max Verstappen. They are almost side by side going into turn one, and that's Verstappen making the move into the inside, and is that gonna be contact? Carlos Sainz goes around the inside of Lewis Hamilton. That's Fernando Alonso as well. Fernando Alonso has been defended from by Carlos Sainz extremely close there as well. The Ferrari and the Aston Martin both overtook Fernando Alonso into Lewis Hamilton, into turn one as Stroll gets past Lando Norris into turn one as well. Now Alex Albon is just defending for his life as Norris regains that position. Well, they're actually side by side. Lance Stroll manages to hold on to that P9 as the two McLarens are now going to be wrestling for P10 there. Remember, the last points paying position today is P8, and that's going to be Alex Albon as of now. So it's Leclerc leading from Perez, from Verstappen, Russell, Sainz, Alonso, Hamilton, and Albon, and that's the points as of now. The Spaniards duking it out, yes. Okay, let's see the restart there. What happened? Max Verstappen going extremely close. He's still not in front. No, he was not in, he was behind at the start finish line, barely, but he was behind. And then, yeah, as soon as they crossed the start finish line, the braking zone was there and Verstappen outbraked George Russell. I think that was a great move, a marvelous move by Max Verstappen, and that just puts the whole Russell Verstappen controversy to bed because, well, that position has been regained by Max Verstappen, but I don't think that overtake was fully legal. It hasn't been investigated yet. I don't really know what's going to happen with that one. DRS at the end of this lap, says Michael K. We are on lap 6 of 17 right now. No DRS as of now. The fastest lap of the race has been set by Charles Leclerc with Checo Perez right at the back of him. We are now seeing Lewis Hamilton getting close to the rear of Fernando Alonso, perhaps trying to make a move. But yeah, no DRS and not enough slipstream there. He just went a little bit wide and then just went back in. DRS is active, is open right now. Checo Perez gets closer to the rear of Leclerc's Ferrari into turn 2. Stroll's DRS is not working again. Aston Martin really struggling with that problem, which no other team seems to have, and they just cannot seem to fix it. I think it's an intrinsic problem of the design of the rear wing. There's no other explanation, because if they cannot find a fix to it, it's not that the cable snapped. And yeah, that's gonna really cost them tomorrow in the race, in the full race, because today we only have 10 more laps of racing, so the damage can be mitigated. But tomorrow it's where the big points are dealt, and tomorrow's when the real racing takes place. So Leclerc still holding that lead by 0.6 of a second as they are coming across the start-finish straight. Let's see what happens here with Checo Perez, who has the RS here on the Monegasque driver. And is he going to go around the outside, around the inside? Is he going to have enough for an overtake? He does side by side into the inside, and he's gone past and is into the lead with 10 laps to go into turn 1 in front of Charles Leclerc. Nice overtake there, clean overtake, DRS wide open. Now Leclerc's the one with DRS, so I don't think this battle is over just yet, as Verstappen tries to close the DRS gap. He does not manage to quite do so as of now. George Russell 1.2 seconds behind, Carlos Sainz 1.2 seconds behind him, and Alonso is 0.8 of a second behind Carlos Sainz, but I don't think he has DRS. We're going to have to see about that when we get to it, and if they show him to us, we'll have to check on that one. But yeah, Hamilton's behind, 1.3 seconds behind Alonso, and then it's Albon, and then it is Stroll. Replay of lap 1 once again. Yeah, it's miraculous that Max Verstappen did not DNF after that series of contact. Yeah, contact again. My God. Max's floor damage is really slowing him down. Yeah, it shows. Lovely job, Max, without contact as well. Nicely done. He was told in the overtake. Yeah, I know how to do that, he says. But yeah, now with the floor damage, I don't think he's going to be in a position to really hunt down those top 2, but he can perhaps hold on to that third place. DRS is open for him. DRS is open for Leclerc as well, but I don't think they have the straight line speed in that Ferrari to make the overtake on the Honda-powered, well, Red Bull powertrain-powered Red Bull. That's a mouthful to say, isn't it? Let's see, Alonso 0.6 of a second behind Carlos Sainz. That's the same difference, the same space difference between Leclerc and Checo Perez. Let's see, Stroll is getting really close to Albon as well. The gap is still the same, half a second, but without DRS, that's going to be a problem, more so at this circuit with the same power unit that they both do have. Piastri and Norris are P10 and P11, then it's Nico Hülkenberg and Kevin Magnussen, the two Hasses, then it's the two Alfa Romeos with Bottas in front of Joe Bottas with the soft tire. One of the only drivers to have fed on the soft for the start of the Grand Prix, as Oscar Piastri gets past Lando Norris. We are seeing on the replay into turn 1 across the start-finish straight around the inside. That move was cleanly done. Norris, Bottas, and Ocon are the only drivers on the soft tire right now. Remember, Ocon pitted there during the safety car, and he's closing in on Nick de Vries. But there's a big DRS drain, so I don't really know what's going to happen. Bottas is 1.4 seconds behind Magnussen, but then it's 7 tenths, 9 tenths, and 8 tenths of a second. Everyone within DRS, everyone with that extra boost of top speed around the start-finish straight, and 2 extra straight lines on this Azerbaijan circuit. Only 7 laps left as Checo Perez sets the new fastest lap at 1:43.932. I was worried it's going to be kind of rusty for today's race with my commentary, but I think I'm doing fine. Let me guys know what you think in the comments. And if you have enjoyed the stream so far, make sure to leave a like. It only takes a second and it really does help us out, more so with us trying to come back from the problems that we've had for the past few races. If you're new here and are enjoying the stream so far, also make sure to subscribe to the channel. We do this every race for every race weekend as well. Nico Hülkenberg just got past Lando Norris. The Norris's McLaren on the soft tires, I don't think is working out, as Magnussen also passes Norris. Is Norris having a problem there? Does he have a problem? Because those soft tires should actually be kind of faster, shouldn't they? We're going to have to see the replay, we're going to have to hear to the radio, and perhaps there's some insight that we're missing out on. The Ferrari doesn't like dirty air. Yeah, just lacks, I think, the top speed. Right now, I think it's more defending that second place and actually going to attack Max Verstappen, Checo Perez, sorry, as he has now lost DRS as well. That defense is going to be different. Norris is struggling. Yes, Norris is struggling. Box. He's been told to box. I think they're going to retire Norris's car. Yeah, I think they're going to retire the car. Doing well, thanks. Good commentary. Liked. Thank you, Platilobium. Doing good, Ryan. Thank you, Beneter. R.I.P. Norris. Yeah, I think R.I.P. Norris's race. Max Verstappen, new fastest lap of the race at 1:43.723. DRS is open for, I think, Lance Stroll. I saw that. As the overtake on Nick de Vries, it's... Oh, no, that's an Alpine. There's a lot of stuff going on at the back of the grid. That Zhou, Gasly, Bottas, Ocon, and de Vries all fighting for position, going 3 wide into turn 1 pretty much. And from that, Zhou came out winning, getting past Valtteri Bottas. Gasly also got past Bottas. Ocon is in P16, then it's Nick de Vries as, Norris seems to come out of the pits now. I don't know what tires he's on, but it was a slow pit stop, and I don't really know what the problem is with that McLaren. Nico Hülkenberg we're now on board with as he goes around the outside and then around the inside to get past the McLaren of... Was that Oscar Piastri? No, that was Lando Norris. Norris comes out in the medium tires, 21 seconds behind the rest of the field, as Magnussen overtakes Nico Hülkenberg for P11. How many laps left? We are on lap 11 of 17. Thank you for the reply. You're welcome for the reply. Yeah, Stroll is not getting past Albon yet. Let's see, 0.5 of a second the gap between those two. DRS is open for Stroll. DRS is open for Stroll. This tire is starting to melt, says Bottas. As Stroll goes around the inside into turn 1, gets past the Williams, and is up into P8. Now defending that place from Alex Albon's Williams, who's at the back 0.1 of a second, 0.3 of a second. DRS is open for Alex Albon, who's the fastest car of the midfield right now. Tries to go defensive. Yeah, just not enough room there for the Williams to make the move, to make the lunge, to try and overtake. Just enough of a gap for the Aston Martin to stay in front. But at the back, we're now seeing Piastri joining the battle in P10. And we just saw a point distribution there that's incorrect, because there were additional points for the top 10. But that's not how this is gonna go. Why is Norris out there? No clue. No clue. I think DNF would not be good for the sponsors, perhaps? Yeah, Piastri is in 10th place and is hanging on there and is getting closer and closer to Alex Albon. Albon still in touch of Lance Stroll, still within the RS for now. The gap is widening. It's 99 hundredths of a second. 5 laps to go. Does fastest lap get a point in the sprint? That's a good question. I don't think so. But I honestly don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. If someone knows in the chat, that's greatly appreciated. Yeah, no clue, honestly. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna sit here and say, yeah, I know, when I don't. Okay, Ocon's being told to box again. Those soft tires are starting to, yeah, melt. The soft tires were not the choice for this race. Not a good choice. They are all starting to really struggle with that. Bottas is coming in. Is really struggling. Ocon has come in and Norris has come in. So what they were hoping for were probably 2 safety cars when they only had 1. And yeah, I think that was just a gamble that didn't pay off. Norris starts P7K, I believe. Norris is right now on P17. Ocon switching to softs, yeah, but it's new softs. Or used softs, but not melted softs. Let's see, we're now watching a replay of Zhou and Yu overtaking Nico Hülkenberg. Zhou's now on P12 and Nico is in P14. Then after that, Magnussen overtook Nico Hülkenberg. Oh, Magnussen's up into 11th place now. He's done really good. No, it's him to collect tires like Infinity Stone. Yeah, he's gonna use all compounds, even the ones that are not available for this weekend. It's not a good look for McLaren. Not a good look. At least they got some good points last week, a month ago in the last race. It's been a month. We've missed this, haven't we? I mean, I know I have. Come on, Leclerc, says Celebrity Olympic. Leclerc is 1.5 seconds behind Checo Perez, and we are now seeing an overtake happening live. That's Nick de Vries getting struggling with those soft tires, still in P16 now. Piastri is currently in 10th. Yes, he is, but 10th does not give you any points, remember. Hülkenberg on the radio, the rear is completely gone. Yeah, they were struggling for grip yesterday as well, and today in the morning, they were as well. The Haases, I mean, Nico this weekend has not really been on the pace that we've gotten to know him for through the first few races of the season. Let's hope that he can get it back together for tomorrow, and if not, for the next race weekend. We are now looking at, that is Valtteri Bottas. No, that's Zhou and Yu. That's Zhou and Yu and Gasly behind. Let's see if Gasly can actually finish this session. He hasn't been able to finish any session this weekend so far. Verstappen is not getting close to Leclerc, not breaking the DRS barrier. Is there gonna be an overtake? I don't really know. Let's see, more positions gained. It's Gasly with 4. He's up into 13th place now and is hunting down Zhou and Yu's Alfa Romeo. My god, AlphaTauri, Alfa Romeo. How many laps? We're in lap 15 of 17. We have 3 laps remaining. Now listening to Gunther Steiner. Yeah, Nico cannot do anything about it pretty much, as we are unfortunately also seeing Nico get overtaken by Nick de Vries. Nick de Vries up into 14th place. Yeah, Nico's struggling there, and Kevin doesn't seem to have the same problem. So no grip at the rear for Nico Hülkenberg's part, but at least Kevin Magnussen's is doing good. It's not like we've seen with Haas in 2019, 2018, where they just do not know what the problem is, and the car is just a disaster. Well, not 2018. 2019, 2020, I was gonna say. 2018, they were really good. Checo is more than 3 seconds ahead of Leclerc. Yes, he is. He's pulling the gap, and I think it's fair to say that he's got this one in the bag as long as he brings it home. I reckon Max is content to come 3rd here. Oh no, he will be fuming to be 3rd here, and he will definitely not be happy with the Mercedes of George Russell, and I think there's gonna be a post-race investigation of some sorts, because I don't think Red Bull are gonna let this one by. As long as Verstappen, as long as he's not first, he's gonna be angry. We're not here to finish 2nd, he says. Max has DRS. He does now, but will Leclerc have enough to keep that advantage for the next 2 laps? That's it. 2 laps he has to hold on to that 2nd place, and he's got it. I don't know why I competed 3 times. Retire and save the tires. Yeah, It's a good call, but apparently they just like to make fools out of themselves. Alpine, not much of a fan. Check on over 4 seconds ahead of Leclerc. Damn, the gap just keeps widening. Jos won't let this go slide. Yeah, I don't think anyone in the Red Bull pit garage are gonna let this one slide. Steiner rocket. The lack of DRS for Aston Martin really making it rough for Alonso to close the gap. No. They have DRS. I think Stroll at least has DRS. Alonso, I think, is doing quite well. He has a healthy gap to Hamilton. It's almost 4 seconds to Hamilton, and he's 1.6 seconds to Sainz. Yeah, the Ferraris are really quick this weekend. So are the Red Bulls. George Russell is doing a great job, by the way. But I think Alonso is doing as much as the car can this weekend, and I think it's quite good. Max has altered tires on a broken floor. Yeah, the broken floor is really a big detriment for his speed. Final lap. This is now the final lap, and Max Verstappen 0.7 of a second behind Leclerc. He's gonna try and save all the battery he can and make the last run at the final straight and see if he can just snatch that second place at the last second. 0.9 of a second, the gap between those two. Oh man, this is going to be interesting. Across the castle section, into the third sector they come. Oh, out of DRS now. Out of DRS for Leclerc, for Verstappen, he's gonna need that DRS if he's gonna be able to, if he wants to have a chance at overtaking. Was that enough to go over the detection point? We are now into the start-finish straight. 0.9 of a second, the gap between those two. Is that gonna be enough? I don't think it's gonna be enough. 17 laps coming to an end. Checo Perez gets the checker flag, takes the win, the fastest lap as well, wins the Azerbaijan sprint race. DRS opens, not gonna be enough. Leclerc comes home second, Verstappen in third place, and it's Russell in P4, Carlos Sainz in P5, then it's Fernando Alonso 6th place, then it's P7 for Lewis Hamilton, and P8 for Lance Stroll. That's all the points paying positions, remember, today. So it's 8 points for Perez, 7 for Leclerc, 6 for Verstappen, 5 for Russell, 4 for Sainz, 3 for Alonso, 2 for Hamilton, 1 for Stroll. Then it's Albon in P9, Piastri in 10th place, and it's Kevin Magnussen, Zhou Yu closing it out in P12. Then it's Gasly, Nick De Vries, Nico Hülkenberg, Valtteri Bottas. Then it's Lando Norris and Esteban Ocon way out back. The three drivers who started with the soft tires are P16, P17, P18, so the last drivers. And then Nico Hülkenberg, who struggled with rear grip, is right in front of them. So yeah, that's it for the sprint race. The first sprint race of the season. It's been a long while. Miss you guys, have missed the races. I think you have missed the races as well. If you guys have enjoyed, make sure to leave a like on the stream. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at StatisticsRace and at RyanF1 for my personal Twitter. You can also look at my personal channel. It's pretty dead. I haven't been putting out content and I don't intend to, but there's a big backlog of interesting stuff going on there. I think the link is in the description there, RyanF1. And yeah, other than that, I think that is it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. It's been a blast. Excellent commentary. Thank you, Jose. Cheers to the stream. Thank you guys for sticking around, for coming back to the channel. Let's hope that the strike is done. Let's hope that they leave us alone, because everything that we are doing is completely legal. There's no problem with anything that we are doing. I don't think we're going to come back. Oh yeah, the map is back. Okay, well, yeah, apparently the map is back. I didn't know that. And yeah, see you all tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.